Right, well he was saying it's only 5 minutes along the road anyway, so it won't take us long to get there and put it on video. Morning, nice day for it. The allotments are really overgrown. I used to look down to the left and you could see a trampoline that the kids would jump up and do on. That's obviously staying in the farm. That looks like it's been burned. It's had a fire. That allotment there. Right, so let's just keep on. That one's called Mandolin Wind. It's nice that. It's got the nice little slot windows. You open up for fresh air. I was just talking to my sister yesterday. She likes the idea of like going along on a boat and staying on a boat and going along all the different canals. Well, I think this is the Leeds-Liverpool canal. And then obviously when you go down to Hebden Bridge, I'll be crossing over Home Street to get to the canal and then turning right and start walking along the canals. Well, that's the Rochdale canals. Right, there's something, looks up ahead there, look, about 500 yards. That could be it. So obviously it's not that far to walk. Now because it's been dry, we haven't had a lot of rain, I haven't put my high laced up leather boots on. I've just kept my normal everyday Salomon walking boot shoes on for comfort. So I'm hoping that I don't come across any muddy puddles and deep water or swampy areas where I've got to walk through and get my boots are soaking wet and caked in mud. See, I never saw that before as well, because I've never come this far down the pathway. It's a nice little sitting area there. And the allotments on that side. Right, I think I can see it up ahead. It's not far to go. But I just want to use my camera to film this part so I can keep my batteries full, recording the walk along the canals at Hebden Bridge. When we came down here in 2018, I was pissed off because they had the canals after the hippie community fenced off because obviously the floods, so we couldn't get along there, so I had to double back to the Stubbings pub and then cut through the car park and get onto the main road, the A646, and walk along to get past the bits that was all barriered off. So obviously that's the allotments people, they've got access to the canal. Right, so at least I can show you a bit of the countryside as well while I'm walking along. Nice views. So like I say, from here I'm going to be crossing over the roundabout at the bottom, go straight over onto Station Road and then turn left and go along towards, I think it's Utley, U-T-L-E-Y, then turn right and go along the high street through Keighley and then go through Keighley and up towards what you call the crossroads and turn right and then along Hebden Road and drop down into Hebden Bridge via the Robin Hood pub at I think it's called Peckett Well. That's P-E-C-K-E-T, Peckett Well. That's the name of the area where the pub is. And then it's just downhill all the way into where I parked the car up on the bank just before the White Lion pub. So I'll be parked in the same place I always do if I can get a spot. That's why I've come out early in the morning to hopefully get a parking spot as well where I normally park. Right, so I'll stop recording for now until I get further on when I go to see it, I'll start recording again. Right, I've just asked that young girl there with a black and white collie if she knows where it is, and she says, right, just past these boats are tied up. So it's just round the corner past this big tree, I suppose, opposite those farm factory outbuildings. Must be opposite. So we'll go and have a quick look, put on a video, and I'll just start heading back towards the way I parked the car and continue with my journey. Now it's going to be hot today when it gets to dinner time as well. That's another reason why I've come down early to start my walk along the Hebden Bridge circular through Calder Valley, then back along from Blackshore along to Black Hole Crags or Black Hole Rocks, wherever you want to call them, and then you just drop down the steep bank going all the way back down the main road and then back into Hebden Bridge, where you can go pick up your car again and start your journey home. But I'm very, very, very pleasantly surprised that I got down here so easily. I thought it was going to be a nightmare having to change my directions and come a different way instead of Kexgill Road on the A59. But I got here no problem at all, even though driving through township. But you just got to make sure you drive slow, because there's little cameras all over the shop as you come through Otley towards Ilkley. But once I get right back along going home, and I start turning left and going uphill through Leithley again and going back towards Killing Hall, that's where I first turned off onto the Otley roadway. That's where I changed my directions to how I get down here. But as you can see, they've all got their names on the boats here. That one's called Not Related. I like that, not not related, but it's K-N-O-T, not. And that one's called the Loppington Lady. Kind of see a name on that white one there, black and white. Oh, I think there's something on the window, but I can't read it from here. But that one's called Franklin Salty, and the next one's called Sweet Dreams. Right, so I'm doing a sweeping right hand bend here now, and they're saying on a big notice board, Woodside Moorings, on the green and white sign there. I think I can see the bridge there now. It's got that red stop sign on it. It's got white painted railings. That must be it. I like that one. That's a nice one. Boheme. And then that one's called Sky Hayford Fields. And then the next one, the green one, just looks like a floating power plant pot. Obviously a woman's in charge of that boat. She'll be the one putting all the flowers up on the top. And the husband's probably got no say in it. There's a guy coming along on his bike. But it's quite warm already, so it's going to get red hot today. Morning. I can see somebody's just crossed over the bridge with a dog, black and white collie.
Morning.
Morning. Aye, the better weather's getting everybody coming out now. There's a farmer on his quad bike. He's just opening up the gates so he can drive through. That's how I seen the dog going across the bridge. Right, so I'm just going to get to this bridge, walk onto it, point my camera both sides of the Leeds-Liverpool, I think it's the Leeds-Liverpool canal this. There's the farmers going down there and herding the cattle down there. Right, so that one's called Amethyst West Riding, Yorkshire, and it's owned by L&L Co Engineers Department, or Engines Department, whatever it is. That's Hildegard. Sounds like a German name. Right, Canal and River Trust. Portage this way swing bridge ahead. Cayley Angling Club, private fishing. So you can see the main road over there, half a mile away. It's a major road coming in towards where I'm going to be crossing over it soon when I drive down at the roundabout at the bottom of the road. Right, so that one's all black and it's just got kissed painting on it. They've all got the serial numbers on as well. That one's 506779. Must be for registration, just like a car, so they can get money out of you. So in other words, you have to pay for a licence to be on the boat, on the water. Just take money off each and every way they can. Right, there's another cyclist coming along here now. Right, so this is the swing bridge that I've come to put on video because I've never been this far along the canal. Right, so this is obviously for the farmers to cross over and go into the farmlands. Morning.
Morning.
Right, strictly no bikes allowed. So there's a farmer coming back up with his dog now. So I wonder how this bridge operates. I wonder how it actually rotates. Whether you've got to put like one of the metal keys in it and wind it. I'm just looking for a place where you put the metal pole where you twist it and get it to turn and open up. Morning. Right, it's got there, Bridge 191, Cowling Swing Bridge, that's what it's called. Use push arm to close bridge fully. So you just push it with these arms that's sticking up. So it must turn pretty easily. Right, so back along the canal, go back the way I parked the car. So I'll bring you back. Bye for now. That long boat there with all the flowers on the top, it's called About Time. You can see pathways going across the grass there and going up into the house and straight up at the top, past this farming industry area. So that's looking back to the bridge where I've just crossed over the white painted metal railings. And obviously you just turn it with a handle. I thought there might have been a cranking situation with a metal cranking key, but you just push it till it fully opens. Then once it's open, obviously the canal water either side of it just keeps it straight up and open. So obviously people can park up there and walk across the grassy and come down onto the canal. So like I say, I've never seen all this before because I've never come this far and put it on video, so I'm just putting it on video now for other people to see it on my YouTube channel when I get home and upload it all. Right, another dog water. Morning.
Morning.
So she must be a local with her dog over the other side. Just coming down from where she's parked the car up there. And you can see some cows in a field higher up on the left. Right, so back along past the houses, then cut back through the Sykes lane and cross the road and get back in my car and start driving on towards Hebden Bridge. see if I can get a parking spot on the bank where I always park. Like I say, it's just up from the White Lion pub. On the A, what's the road? Is it 6033? I think so. Going down from Keighley down into Hebden Bridge. But the countryside is absolutely stunning. But like I say, you can see all the traffic going along the main road just over there. That's they'll all be approaching the roundabout that I'm going to be going straight over, and then turn the left on off Station Road and start to go towards Keighley over there. The main town of Keighley. That's Keighley, Keighley. Right, so I'll stop recording for now till I get pretty much back to where I've got to go through the back lane to the car. So bye for now.